A new rookie class has joined the team. There are a lot of hopes for this group, and one player was drafted to make an immediate impact in the lineup.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, to win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Allen on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely think. Good call. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, when he cares less about those 2 numbers, he's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Darts out of the shotgun. Sends this to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We've set it down from 37. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers first down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to have a touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On the give, it's Miller. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds the in route complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down now, here's Dart. Brought in right side. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Into the hands of Harrison. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. One play action with Dart. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Dart from the pistol. Taking a chance to the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Play action now with Allen. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
From the gun, a gift to Miller. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Dart setting in the throw here. Drop off caught by his back. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on 4th down. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to throw now, Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
3rd and long for him here. He's going for it himself. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
J.K. Scott on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. All set to go now from the 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, here's Dart. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Blitz coming, here's Dart. Harrison secures this left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Working now from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Steelers 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. He's found room past the 50. And a huge effort sets up his offense at a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, well, maybe even that much more. These super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers reduce the lead to just 4. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Folk with a point after. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game.
Ravens 17. Steelers 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Tucker now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They give to Gibbs on the option. Keeps away from one. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Draw play here, Hampton. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Here's start now. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's calling his own number again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Looking for an open man. Throws caught. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down, and they've got themselves a first and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
He's back to throw. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Tucker on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
From the gun, here's Dart. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 11.
Third down now, here's Dart. Caught quickly on the slant. Running down the left side. To the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose, that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Steelers offense headed out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Allen setting up play action. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
To the air again. Allen completed over the middle. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens.
Again, Allen to the air. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Keely Ringo on the coverage.
To throw again, it's Allen. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
7-yard gain. And the Steelers.
Play action now, Allen. Fits it through the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the 2nd half with some needed points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Okay, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
31. Steelers 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Going play action with Dart. He's going to tuck it and run.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start on offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Throw here, 3rd down. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Coming left is Miller. And he stopped quickly here, 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 39.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff here for Miller. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 2nd down.
After the penalty, just 4 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one's incomplete over the middle. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Ravens and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's Hampton to open the drive. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Has him on the quick hitter. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Dart out of the shotgun. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's 3rd and long coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, no surprises here. They decline the flag, let the loss stand, and it'll be 4th down. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Allen now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
Allen gonna throw again. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
3rd and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Blown back gets the handoff. Has some space inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Allen. That one connects. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Ravens 31. Steelers 28.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Tucker now on the return. Escapes a defender. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. A handoff here for Gibbs on his own read. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. This play goes for 36. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 36 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Design quarterback run here. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Slot man's in motion right. Running once more with Miller. Jukes away from one. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Play action now with Allen. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this third down play.
It's now third down and
He'll throw it. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Ravens and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. On first down, it's Gibbs. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, here's Dart. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. 3rd down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Looking to throw. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's going to set him up all the way down at that 7-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hampton. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. In off to Gibbs from the gun. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Gibbs again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
And that spike stops the clock at 50 seconds to go. The clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and...
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Again, Allen to the air. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Forward pass.
Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Drive in trouble, Brock. This is 3rd and 9. To throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Desperation time here. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Drawing up the design keeper. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.